What's going on, everyone? Rick here, and welcome to Off the Shelf Airguns. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Barra 1866, the Cowboy. Now this is technically Bear River. They've kind of changed their name to Barra, but for all intents and purposes it is still Bear River. So, the 1866 by Barra, aka Bear River. It is a multi-pump, pellet or BB. You do have fixed sight on the front, and you do have a buckhorn sight on the back that is adjustable for elevation and windage. There's a little screw right here for your windage. It's mostly plastic construction. The barrel and the little mock magazine here, cylinder, it's all metal. Pump handle is actually all metal. And one other thing is your BBs go in over here. Okay. Of course, to load a pellet, you got to pull this back, put a pellet in there, which putting a pellet in there is probably even worse than trying to put the pellet in the 2100 Classic or the Legacy 1000. So, plus it's got this little hole there, which is where the BB would normally come up in. So sometimes the pellet can get all finagled in there and fall in that little hole, and it can get ugly. So I'm not a huge fan of that. So when you're loading it, my tip is to push the little pin forward just enough that it's kind of blocking that little spot so that the pellet can't fall down in there. Okay, just do that. Pin will block that little hole so you don't drop your pellet down in there, which can get frustrating. Let's take a shot with it here. It claims up to 800 FPS with alloy, of course. Full 10 pumps. Those require 10 for the maximum. One other thing here is your hammer is functional only for a safety. Pull that back, safety's off. Forward, safety's on. When you load the gun, the safety will automatically kick on, so you'll have to pull the safety every time. Let's just try to hit my black diamond down there first. Oh yeah. Now, do believe these retail for around $50 to $60. $50 to $60. And what's neat is a younger individual wouldn't have a hard time with this, especially pumping it. It's actually pretty easy to pump, but I mean, it still is, for all intents and purposes, a full-size rifle, so they may have a hard time getting their hand around it. But they actually make a junior model of this, so keep that in mind. They actually make a junior model of this. Now, I don't know if you can find those on the shelves in Walmart or wherever, but I know only mine only carry this, you know, standard size. But I know online for sure you can get the junior version if you want one. So that's super cool. Let's go for one of those blades there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now we're gonna try something a little fun with it. Got some bubbly over here. Some bubbly over here. Let's see what happens with the old bubbly. Let's go set one up. Be right back. All right. Now, I have no idea if the old bubbly is going to do anything. I don't know if it's going to be quite as explosive as a soda, but we're going to find out just because why not? Here we go. That was cool. Let's do another one. All right, got another one set up. That was actually more explosive than I was counting on. Pretty happy about that. All right, here we go. That was a good one. That was a good one. All right, so the Barra 1866 Cowboy. It is a cool gun, and once it's sighted in, it's very nice and accurate. And you know, it's a little plasticky back here in the stock. A little plasticky. I don't like that so much. But up here on the forestock feels a lot more sturdy. Okay? But it kind of messes with the weight of the gun. It feels a lot more weight up toward the front versus back here it feels almost light as a feather. So that's kind of wonky. I wish they would make the plastic a little bit thicker back here or add some kind of weight to it to counteract that. It'll really kind of bring it all home. And since, I mean, this one's for grown-ups anyway, teenagers to grown-ups, because they make a junior version, you know, why not make the grown-up version a little bit more weighty? The weight up front's real good. Weight back here, it's very, very unbalanced, but still really cool. And I think for the price, it's a really cool gun to have. They say it'll shoot for years. There's only one way we're going to find out, and that's by, well, shooting it for years. So we'll see what happens down the road. But yeah, just wanted to talk about that a little bit and do something a little different, shoot some bubbly cans, which was pretty fun. So yeah, with that said, I'll catch you all down the road.